Hey, good afternoon, folks. Back at County Corvette today. I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about tire safety. A lot of our customers have collector cars. And they don't drive them very much throughout the year. They sit around and people assume that because the tire is round, it's good. And they look at it and, oh, it's got air in it. But the tire manufacturers tell us that a tire has a life of about 8 years. And after that, they should be replaced. And what we run into is the cars sit, and the tires will actually dry rot while they're sitting there. That doesn't matter if you drive it 500 miles, 5,000 miles. The thing you have to remember is a tire is like a loaf of bread. Once you take it out of the wrapper, it starts to go bad. You leave that piece of bread lay on your table for 2 days, it gets hard, it gets old. Same thing happens to a tire. The rubber compounds start to age. If you have a trailer that you put your car in and your trailer sits out in the sun and the sun hits one side of the trailer, it'll actually bake those tires. When your car is sitting on the ground on the tires, a lot of times you don't see the thing. So it's good to bring your car in at least once a year and have it put up on a lift and have the tires not actually rotated from front to back, but have the tire spun around and you look at the whole tire, not just the side. And what you'll see is these little tiny cracks in here. That's when the tire is starting to dry rot. And then the life expectancy, it could be a week, it could be a couple miles. And you'll also notice here the sidewall on this tire. Now this one is not mounted on the wheel, and you can see the cracks. When this tire has air in it, it comes out like that, the cracks go away. But when you start to drive, that tire will start to flex like that, and it's not long before it'll come apart on you. This tire here is actually off of a customer's trailer that he hauls his car in from show to show. And it doesn't matter if you're driving a car, driving a truck, or towing a trailer, all the tires are subject to these same conditions when they get old and they start to dry rot. Now this tire here also has dry rot. And you look, this is how it appears on the road as it's rolling. You can see the tread is flat. And as we get to this spot here where it's starting to separate, you can see that it's starting to bulge. And then if you would look closely up here, you can see that this one is starting to dry rot and separate here, and it won't be long. And over here, it's also starting to come apart. See that crack? Should not be there. That tread should look like this. And what's going to end up happening to this tire right here, it's going to look like this. And we're very fortunate that this tire did not cause any damage. Now it's important to look at the condition of the tires. Years ago, you used to take a normal penny, a regular copper penny, and from the top of the penny down to Lincoln's head is 2/32. And you would take the penny and turn it like this and stick it down in your tire tread. And if you could see Lincoln's head, your tire was worn out. Then there is a tool that we use. This is a tire tread depth gauge. We bring this over, we set it, we push it down, and we read the numbers on here, and it tells us how much tread you have left. This is a simple pencil gauge, a tire gauge. Check your tire pressures. You can buy these at most auto parts houses. They're not that expensive. And check your tire pressure once a month. We get a lot of cars that come in and the people say the car's leaning or it drives to one side, and we check the tires and find out they have 10 pounds in one tire and 30 pounds on the other tire. So it's always good to check your tire pressure. If you have a compressor at home and you have access, you can buy one of these inflator gauges and put air in your tires and check them all at the same time. So it's very important that your tires are kept in good condition.